CapeCast.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to CapeCast, the official webcast of the Cape Cod Times. We're at a herring run in Harwich. It's that time of year again. Pretty soon, the herring will be coming in droves. We're looking for the first scouts today.
There it goes. This is a good spot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm getting some fish.
Ryan, give us a quick primer on herring season. What's going on now and what's going to happen?
Well, it's very interesting. We actually are in the midst of the beginning of when the herring kind of get a fever, if you will. The water in the freshwater system upstream from here has just hit about 50 degrees, and the fish that are out in the ocean, they spend most of their lives out in the ocean, can sense that temperature change. And it's a little warmer than the salt water that we have just a few feet from us. And so because of that, they can sense it, and that's when they start rushing up into the fresh water to spawn.
So it's a spawning thing. It's time for little herring to be produced.
Time to get it on, exactly, if you will. This is a very sharp decline we've seen over the last decade or so, due to a host of different reasons, but mostly because they're being fished offshore in many ways. And environmental conditions, and to protect that resource in 1999, the State Division of Marine Fisheries put a statewide ban on taking of river herring.
We've moved over to Hinckley's Pond, where a little counting action is going on. And we're trying to find some more herring here early in the season. You'll meet a counter. The Harwich Conservation Trust is coordinating a herring count program with dozens of volunteers in the field counting the fish as they make their way into the ponds. Now you have one of the loneliest jobs in the fishery business, so this is counting herring.
Except for today.
It's been pretty quiet so far, right?
Since I got here.
What's the best way to count herring?
Well, this is the second time I've done it, and there aren't many crossing over right now. There goes one. But there's a clicker in that box behind you that you use when there's a lot more crossing. You just click once for every herring that you see. So far, I've only seen 8.
Now, do you have any experience in counting other things?
No.
Have you ever been an umpire with a clicker, balls and strikes?
Not since I was 16.
Can you handle double digits when it gets up that high?
I'll be able to tell you here in the next few minutes.
You won't have to take off your shoes, will you, to keep counting?
I've got boots with me.
After hanging at Hinckley's Pond in Harwich, we trucked on over to Brewster to the Stony Brook herring run, and it was anticipation over there. Kids, parents, gulls, just looking, waiting for these things. There were a few around, but more people than herring. Here's a little footage from last year's madness. Oh man, look at that gull eat that herring. No spawning this year for that one. And with this warm weather this weekend, it's a great time to get out and check out a herring run. They're about to burst at the seams. There's plenty of them around the Cape. Perhaps the one in Brewster is the best known. It has some parking there on Stony Brook Road. But keep your eyes peeled. Ask folks around town. They'll know where the herring are running.
CapeCast.